this could be a real special day, if we want. In a very difficult league with opponents that are big and bigger and bigger maybe, but in a special Liverpool way, we can be successful.
For every Liverpoolian, it's always been about the league. That's number 19. It's the 19th championship. I think Bill Shankly always called it the bread and butter. That's the way it's got to be.
Get in there! Oh, honest to God, I haven't seen Liverpool be league champions in my lifetime. And it's done. It's done. We are the Premier League champions. We're the best team in England. We're the best team in Europe. And we're the best team in the world. And you better believe it.
It's incredible. It's phenomenal. Of all the great teams that I played in, I watched in the 60s, what this team is turning over is mind-boggling. What we're witnessing will be getting talked about for absolutely decades. It's 30 years in the making. The holy grail for us all.
I'm not somebody who cries over things like football, but even thinking about it, I get emotional. I was 28. And my lad is now 28. I'd seen numerous league titles, and I would have thought if we don't win it next year, it'll be the year after, or the year after, or the year after. And it's been the year after for 30 years.
It's a massive weight off the back, which we haven't had for 30 years. It's incredible, and put us right back on that perch where we belong.
Liverpool came so close last season, then it was tinged with massive disappointment, and you wonder, can they replicate it? They didn't just replicate it, they smashed it.
It's great when you win a trophy. You feel everything is worthwhile. We're champions of the world, we're champions in Europe, now we're champions in our own country, and if you're not proud of that, well, you're not Liverpool support at the end of the day. What a bunch of lads they've been.
The camaraderie within the team and the way that everybody's helped each other and the whole feeling within the club. And you don't win anything if you've not got a good dressing room. And they've got a fantastic dressing room, fantastic coach and great support.
You look at the records they've achieved. They set yet another record with 22 successive home top-flight wins. That beats their own record set by Bill Shankly's team in 1972.
He would just love the football that they're playing at the moment. He'd be excited about the passion which is back. He would be able to connect to that 100%.
No words. It's unbelievable. Becoming chairman with this club is absolutely incredible. It's more than I ever dreamed of, to be honest.
We've got the best manager in the world who gets it. He is one of us. He is integral to the city, to the club, to the history. Klopp's a scouser, isn't he?
To watch him crying on the telly shows that he just gets it. He knows what it means to us. He's sobbing his heart out. Look at him. I'll never be able to thank Jurgen Klopp enough. He's made all of our dreams come true.
30 years all of a sudden doesn't feel that long ago, but it certainly is. And in the history of the football club, he'll go down as one of our best ever managers, Jurgen Klopp.
He gives you positive energy. When he comes here, he gives you a hug that you want to go and hug someone else. You know, it's all positive energy, and that's what he does.
A simple late draw against West Brom, and he had the entire team in front of the Kop, bowing in a line. Now, people were critical of that, but I think that was a demonstration of the unity that he's not only brought in the team, but also to the fan base as a whole. It takes a very special person to glue everything together.
You could probably grab someone off the street now and put them into Liverpool's team, and you just know that they would improve, and he can pick an average player and all of a sudden he'll turn them into world-class players.
Jurgen will always be remembered as the man who brought the title back. When you think of Bill Shankly being the man who brought the first FA Cup to Liverpool in 65, Bob Paisley the first European Cup in 77, so Jurgen will always be remembered as the man who brought the title back. At this moment, he's probably standing on the shoulders of giants, shall we say.
I always feel extremely proud to hear Jurgen talk about my granddad or any of our great former managers. They cast a very long shadow, and it makes it particularly difficult for anyone to forge a new chapter. Jurgen Klopp has managed to do just that, and he's in nobody's shadow.
It's amazing to finally get over the line, you know. I'm so happy for all the boys, the fans, the whole club, you know, the city. Yeah, just a little bit overwhelmed right now, you know. It's just another moment in our lives that we'll never forget.
Jordan Henderson, almost written off by some sections of the Liverpool fan base. Look where he is now. He'll go down as a legendary captain and arguably the player of the season in this campaign of all campaigns.
He has been an inspiration. He directs people, he talks to people, he makes sure everybody's doing their job, and if they're not doing the job, he tells them. He will be more responsible than probably any other player.
See Jordan Henderson lift that trophy will be a moment for me. What a fella he is. All the criticism he's had, and he gets to be the captain that lifts the trophy for the first time in 30 years. And good on him, he deserves it.
Jordan Henderson, Mo Salah, Nino, we've got so many good players. Let's remember this, it's not just about one person, and that's been the great thing that I've noticed with this team. They work together, they work for each other, and that is the recipe for success.
If the likes of Shankly or Paisley saw this team, they would drool about them, as Kenny Dalglish does now. They are really up there with not only Liverpool's all-time greats, but the all-time greats of English football.
I've never seen a better team in my lifetime, I can safely say that. Look back at the Mourinho Chelsea team, maybe the Manchester United treble winning side, and the Invincibles of Arsenal. The recent Man City side has been amazing as well, but numbers probably don't lie and your eyes don't lie. You can just see that this is a phenomenal team.
60s, 70s, 80s, these lads are right up there. What they've done this season, and the World Championship, the Super Cup, the European Cup, been absolutely amazing. The way they took the league by storm.
Oh, they always ask you, do you think your team would beat them? And it's a question you cannot answer. To win this competition, obviously, is fantastic. But if you keep going on and winning it, they could well be the greatest.
I'm amazed over 2 years how you managed to keep reproducing the effort levels and the ridiculous consistency that the boys showed for over 2 years. I don't think when we played we had that sort of consistency. Your team show no mercy. If you're playing against this Liverpool team, you've really got to be ready for the fight.
Leicester City, Boxing Day, wasn't it? That was the best Liverpool away performance I think I've ever witnessed. The most memorable moment of this season was that game.
After 30 years, this might just be the biggest lift for Liverpool. Back on top in England for the very first time, the pride of the Premier League.
It's a great time to be a Liverpool supporter, and if you know anything about football, you know this team isn't going anywhere anytime soon. If you're going to win any of the big trophies, you're going to have to get past them.
I don't think anybody's going to get close to them in terms of improving. How can you improve on virtual perfection?
Virgil van Dijk's arrival, Alisson's arrival. I mean, how many more years has Trent Alexander-Arnold got on him? Andy Robertson's a favourite. James Milner's been astonishing at his age, and the list goes on, and it's why they have secured that treble. There is that many heroes involved in the squad.
In the famous words of likes of Ronnie Moran, he'd give the medals out to the players and go, well done, let's start thinking about next year. Jürgen will have that sort of attitude as well.
When you see all the older generation talking to the sons and the daughters, they haven't seen Liverpool in the league. So hopefully now they'll be saying, these are like the old times back again. And when you get them old times back there, everyone helps. And these supporters here are truly the 12th man.
Ask most Liverpool fans, after their immediate family, the football club is the most important thing in their lives. And that is in mine. To see the club achieve greatness again is where I believe we should be in our preeminent position in European football.
Man City have raised the bar when they got 100 points. They raised the bar when they went to 98 and we got 97. But I tell you what, our bar's just gone higher. And I feel sorry for anyone who has to try and match what we've done this season. They are Premier League champions and they've never, ever, ever deserved it more. And I tell you what, I could not be prouder to be a Liverpool fan right now. And I feel sorry for anyone who's not a Liverpool fan right now. And you know what? It's just the first of many.
I've no sympathy for Manchester United or Chelsea, even Manchester City. I've no sympathy for them because we've been there looking upwards all the time. And now hopefully it's that cycle again and it's our time is here.
Champions League winners, World Club champion winners, Premier League winners. Next year, by the way, the one they're all going to have to beat is going to be Liverpool.
It is a special, special team. Congratulations to Liverpool on winning the Premier League. It has been a massive thrill to watch this team, watch this manager, and you've made a city and a worldwide support very proud.